Please welcome Mr. Red Weemat.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me. Hello, folks. Here we are on Monday, October 30th, 2022. And guess what? I'm late. The reason I'm late is because we had a power outage. There was no electricity. So that only lasted. It's finally back on. Right now it's really it's really 4:41 right now. But that's the way it is. How you doing, John? Thank you, buddy. Thank you very much. Frank Ferrero. All you guys, Holman Sanders. It is Sunday. I'm a day off. I'm slipping, guys. I was worried about the power so much, I wouldn't even think about today is Sunday. So we're early. We're actually early. Everything is well, James. Thank you so much. Everything is well. It's going along pretty good. And I think there's going to be a lot of disappointed people. However, I was going through different things and looking at different timestamps and different things that were going on. How you doing, Chief Smoke a Lot? Good afternoon, sir. How you doing, Joey? A little much scotch? No, not really. A little much panic. I was so worried about the power. I was saying, I got a broadcast to do. I got a broadcast to do. I'm hooking up the generator. I'm doing everything I possibly can. Didn't get anything done. And all of a sudden the power comes on. So here I am, 24 hours early. At any rate, it wasn't too much scotch, but I'm here. And you folks are, I was going to talk about a couple things. I got a text recently this morning from Adam that DPN died. He was Adam's mentor in actually making podcasts. He taught him a lot of different things. He passed away. He lived in Elmwood Park. And seems like people are dropping like flies. But the one that I did want to talk about today was Joey Lombardo. Joey Lombardo, in his later years, was a very easygoing, generous, wonderful man. And things caught up with him from his younger years because he coming up through the ranks and doing what he did, he wasn't that easygoing, and he did kill people, and he did do things that were he broke all the rules. He broke a lot of laws, got away with them, and then all of a sudden, in the twilight of his years, he got caught. Family secrets, things there were no statute of limitations on. He never changed his ways. He never moved from the old neighborhood that he lived in. He was just that kind of guy. Was he mean? Not to me. He was never mean to me. As a matter of fact, he was very kind to me. Very, very kind to me. I can remember different things about him. And like the time he put his hand on my shoulder and walked me out to my car and said, we don't have to be responsible for what our parents do. We don't have to apologize for that. We really don't. How you doing? This can't be wrong. God bless you. Gary, how you doing? Live on Sunday. Yeah, it's a mistake, Gary. I was supposed to go Monday. Something happened. At any rate, he was a reasonable man, always reasonable, logical. He was affable. He was a very good man in that respect. But his earlier years, when he was in his 20s and 30s, caught up with him. And it caught up with him a bad time in his life because they were the golden years of his life. And all of a sudden, he was convicted. He was convicted of murder, racketeering, juice loans. He was convicted of a lot of things. Off he went to prison. And he did 10 years in prison before that. 10 solid years in prison. He wasn't ready for this. He was an old man. But on October 19th, not too long from today, this is the 30th, October 19th, 2019, he passed away. 90 years old. His son made a comment that he was a tough old bastard, that he made it that long. But he died in a very bad way. He was in Supermax. He had no teeth. He didn't have anything. It was bad. No, Anthony, you did not miss a day. I did. Ted Von Patriot. Yes, I'm early. Anthony and some of you viewers that just came in, I'll explain to you. I was so worried about our power outage here locally that I went into a frenzy and said, wait a second, I got to do a show. And then I did it. So that's why I'm a day early. And this is not Monday. But I did use my Monday intro, Anthony. Thank you so much. I think Anthony, by the way, while I'm talking to you guys, Anthony, I talked to Adam and he got your message too. And he thinks it'd be a great idea to be on a show together. So, was it Crime Beat? We're going to call it, or something like that. How you doing, Sean Pender? So at any rate, it's okay, Chief Smoke a Lot. On Monday, we can do a second live. Yeah, except I got to make up a thumbnail. Trace. Hi, Mr. We Met. Have a live on Sunday. You're doing a usual show tomorrow. I'm going to see if I can go make up a thumbnail. Maybe I can get some help making up a thumbnail for tomorrow. We'll see what I can do. I think more of the news is not my story, but how come I'm early? Don't understand it. I guess it's because I didn't go to church this morning. I didn't even think about anything else. All I was thinking about was the electricity being off. It is the way it is. Oh. A Halloween show. How are you doing? I am doing well, Trace. Other than the fact that I'm 24 hours off. At any rate, getting back to Joe Lombardo. Joey, as I said, how I felt about him, how he was, but he's gone. and he's out of his misery. And believe it or not, he is in a better place because that Supermax, that had to be hell. It really did. It had to be living hell for him. G Money. Hey, Red, long time since I've been on Catch On Live. So you're doing well. Keep up with great content. Thanks for Franklin Park, Illinois. How you doing, G Money? I just got news today that DPN passed away. Disorderly product news. He's in Elmwood Park. How you doing, Mo? Which murder did Joey get caught for? Well, Danny Seaford. Danny Seaford. He made the mistake. I mean, he said very openly in front of a lot of different people, well, that piece of excrement won't be testifying against anybody now. And that was testified to in court. Also, Emma Seaford testified that she recognized him, but kept her mouth shut all these years because she was afraid. So it was kind of a slam dunk. I mean, he was gone. There wasn't anything he could do. It's just the way it is. Are you talking about, I don't know, Sean Pender, if you're talking about Pat or if you're talking about which brother you're talking about. Not this Pat Palacio. Joey's brother. Yes, he was young. I haven't heard the details on it. I don't know what it is. May he rest in peace. May he rest in peace. Yes. You did not catch that who passed away today. DPN. I believe it was yesterday. He passed away. I don't know if it was an auto accident, what it was, but he was way too young to go. That's for sure. I know he hasn't been doing any videos in a long time. At least I haven't seen any. I'm on his, I subscribe to his channel, and it is the way it is. So anyway, that's kind of my gist about Joey. To me, he was a kind old man. Never a crossword between us, ever. And I felt bad. When he died, I felt bad. When he went away to prison, I looked at it like, He wrote on the fly now, pay later plan. He did all the things when he was younger. He paid for them when he was older. There were no statutes of limitations on him. By the way, it was also racketeering that he got banged on. So it was not good. Not good at all for him. And the letters he wrote, I believe his mind was going at the end. But being locked up in Supermax, I could see why. It was sad, very sad for him. Hard on the family. To this day, nobody that I know knows where he is buried. They don't know what happened with his remains. Nobody really knows. Julie M., you're exactly right. A life sentence living at 90 would be worse than it. He didn't get it at 90. He lived 10 years in prison, 11 years, really, from 2006 or 2008, excuse me, to 2019. So, that was 11 years, I believe. Yes, Sean. Let me look for it. Maybe it's on here. Maybe I have it. Hold on a second. I'm sorry, folks. I don't have that clip on here. Sean, I was going to look for that Walgreens Woolworths picture video, and Adam said he was going to put it up, but chances are he was thinking better than I was when we talked last night, and he figured he had a whole day to do it. How you doing, Adam? Adam Cuss? Good to see you here. Hit the like button if you like this podcast. Hit the like button. I'll come back to you again. I know I'm going to be back with you on Wednesday with Adam on my vlog, but maybe I might do another one tomorrow. We'll see if I can talk to somebody about getting a thumbnail put up here. I'm not good at thumbnails, guys. John Apollo, how you doing, guy? All the way from Greece. You're a day early. Well, it's Monday over there by you guys, or, it's past the time. What a show on Sunday. You're right. I screw up more than anybody I know. That's not true, but I'm feeling kind of embarrassed right now. Actually, folks, I did not even know it until you told me. I didn't even know it. So it just is what it is. Hi, George Wilson. How you doing, buddy? Yes, he's the man that owns the hotel in Greece. Red, am I giving candy out tomorrow? Well, there's plenty of it here. I've been waiting for it, so I guess I'll be giving candy out tomorrow. Julie M., it was a panic type thing. It really was. I panicked, and guess what? I said, oh, I got to do this. No, Outfit Boss. I'm not giving Rush out tomorrow. I don't do that. Why was he in Supermax prison? There seems to be some controversy over that. I was told by agents that he threatened he was in Butler, North Carolina, the medical facility, because he had a bad heart. He had a lot of things wrong with him. And through another person, he had caused some kind of difficulty where he wanted to kill the judge. And threatening a judge is not a good thing. So they sent him off to Supermax from there. And I'm sure he did not get good care where he went. Bad way to go. Bad way to live. Northside Drive. Let's see if we can get down to you here. JL had to pay, but many worse guys didn't. Some paid the ultimate price. They just died. Maybe it was a blessing just to die, to go through what he went through. Like his son said, Joe Jr., he was a tough old bastard. That's a quote. That's a quote. Trey says, hope we could have you back tomorrow. I hope so too, Trace. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize to you. I make mistakes. By the way, for those that you didn't, that don't know, most of you do probably, I wrote a book, and it's called Nobody Cares and What I Did About It. And it's about my life with the Chicago outfit, and it's also about my personal life. And Anthony from Street Stories is saying he's asking the guys at Elmwood Park what happened about to DPN. Thank you, Anthony. Please shoot me out a message or give me a call and let me know. I'd appreciate it. I'd appreciate it, buddy. No apology. Happy today. I'm kind of shocked. Thank you, Joey. Thank you. Regardless of the day of the week. Anyway, just for the sake of argument, how many people in this room actually met Joey Lombardo? How many people I'm talking to actually met him? The truth. Paul Pelosi had a date. Yeah, a date with a hammer. Got his head bashed in. Very bad. It's sad when you live in a city where you're one of the wealthiest people. Street Stories. You met Joey, outfit boss. I never had, never did. Anyway, I was saying about Paul Pelosi, it's pretty bad that you live in a prominent neighborhood with an alarm system with security all around your house because your wife is Speaker of the House, and guess what? Somebody breaks in and bashes you with a hammer. And the police don't get there in time. They got there in time to catch the guy. I don't even know what's going to happen with that. That thing's a mess. Because who he is, they'll probably, well, he's already been charged with attempted murder. Who knows what he did? Automobile. Sean Pender. I never did, but my wife knew Al Taco from Chicago Heights. Okay, well, we don't have anybody in here that really knew him. I can say I really knew him. I met him first in 1968 at American Bonding. And really, he was dressed in a suit, really kind of easygoing, didn't know who he was. And over time, I got to know who he was. Never saw a violent streak in him. Heard stories, bad stories, but never really saw anything, never witnessed anything. So when he was gone, it was like a tremble. I mean, I felt a little bit of a chill. It was a matter of fact when I testified in Family Secrets, so it was a matter of fact that he did pass away in prison. I knew it was inevitable, and I accepted it. And I didn't really feel how bad it was until I heard of his living conditions and how bad it was to be in Supermax. It was bad. So never really knew much about that. Lucko, I supposedly bought one of Tony Spalacio's leather jackets from eBay around 15 years ago. Denny Griffith showed it to Frank and confirmed it was 100% Fugazi. Yeah, people do that. They really do. There is a lot of who succeeded Joey. Well, when he went away on Pendorf, Louis Eberle succeeded him, but he died in 1987, and that's the way that was. Julie M. Duchess is saying hi right back. She's just jumping around here, having a good time. Yes, he did. Jeff K. He had 2 children, and I believe his daughter passed away. But Joe Jr. is alive, and about my age. Time passes by. Anyway, folks, as I was saying, my book is for sale. It's running right across the bottom of the screen here. If you can read it, you can buy an autographed copy at redweebut.com, and that's autographed to you. Or you can buy it on Amazon or Kindle on Amazon. If you do buy it, please write a review. I got 103 reviews. Thank you so much. I'm up to 103. I was at like 94, 96 for a long time. And through the month of October, September, I got more reviews. And thank you. I really needed them. Really needed them. It's nice to have John Koch, you just bought it today. Did you really? Did you buy the autograph edition, John? Am I shipping it to you or getting it from Amazon? Gary Fisher, Red, on Sunday is better than football. On Sunday. To me it is. Thank you, buddy. No, Joey was not in the basement when the Spalacios were murdered. Joey was in prison. And he had no say so. He wasn't even involved in it. Julie M. is endorsing my book here. She said it's a good read, a must buy. John, can you tell me if you just bought it today, who'd you order it from? I'll know probably in a little bit here. But if you can tell me, it would help. Did you get it from Amazon? Or did you get an autograph edition from me, from my website, redweebut.com? Just curious, buddy. Stephen Healy, how you doing, buddy? And we have Don Cheech here too. I didn't say hi to John Cheech yet. Okay, you ordered it from me. All right, buddy. You bought it through PayPal. That means you ordered an autograph copy. It will be shipped out to you, guaranteed. Thank you, John. Yeah, from my website, redweebut.com. Thank you so much. haven't seen you around that much. But then again, it's getting hard. There's so many of you that it's getting hard for me to remember everyone's name, and I'll just have to get used to it. Chief Smoke-A-Lot has an autographed book. Did I know Joey Lombardo's wife? No, I didn't. I never knew her. I saw her a couple times. I never knew her. And by the way, their marriage, their divorce was, he lived in the same building. Her father owned that building. His wife, his father-in-law owned that building. It passed down on Ohio, where he lived. And now it's been sold. It's out of the family. But for a long time, he lived in the basement of that apartment, so he said. But the way it was laid out, I don't know. Their marriage, their divorce was one of those that he put everything in her name to protect himself because he knew he was in trouble. And so it was like that. Dave and Wolfie, please like the show. Duchess likes the show. Everybody likes Duchess. Everybody likes the show today. I'm a little bit taken back by the time. At any rate, I keep saying at any rate. How's John Drummond doing? I didn't talk to him today, John, or Joey Patul. I didn't talk to him today, but I will give him a call tomorrow morning. I'll see how he's doing. Right now, he's probably watching a football game, knowing how John is. He likes to bet the games. George Wilson, remember the time that the news crew found the clown through Woolworths? I certainly do. In Oak Park store. I don't know if that was Oak Park or not, George. I was told it was downtown. He was kind of ducking the federal building. That's what I was told, but I really don't know. Yeah, I was going to have it up here so I could actually play a few frames of it. Maybe I will have it up by tomorrow. I don't know. I really don't. Did the Chinatown crew have a beef with Cicero? I don't know if they did or not. I really don't. It must have been way after I left. And I left in 1988. So if they did, I didn't know the Calabreses even existed then. They were kind of flew underneath the radar. So we really didn't know. Yes, I have talked to Diane. She's doing well. Adam Cuss. Trace, tell Mr. Drummond wishing him a speedy recovery. I will. I'll tell him that, Trace. I'll just tell him you really care. People care about him. That's the truth. God's truth. John. Yes, Red, I went back to see, yes, all your webpage autograph copy, but I won't be able to read it until I get back to Carol's stream. Where are you shipping it? November 7th? I return. Whatever address you put on there is where I'm shipping it. Now, if you want me to hold it or something else, send me an email, John. And this is my email address. I'll write it in here for you. Okay? I'll put my email address in here for you. Help if I could type a little better. There's my email address that's in there for you. John, can you read it? It's down here at the bottom. Red We Met, REDWEMETTE @gmail.com. How you doing, Bad Apple? Cheers to you, buddy. Yes, it is a happy Sunday. You want me to ship it to the address that's shown? Do you want me to hold off on the shipping a day or two, or you're not going to get there till the 7th, I believe you said? Or would you like it shipped right away? Whatever you like, I'll do. You'll be back. Or back? Back, I think you meant. Okay, buddy. You got it. You got it. Bad Apple says it's good to catch me from time to time. Okay. Yes, Louis the Mooch was for 0024. He was a transfer from New York. His father, Tommy Ryan, passed away, was murdered, and Chicago took him in. Tony Accardo took him in, kind of take care of him, so he wouldn't wind up like his dad. You know, I really don't know. I don't know the answer to that, Sean Pender. Yes, Scott, you're exactly right. I'm a day early. Alpha Boss, you still haven't read my book. When did I meet Louis the Mooch? Was it when Joey was in jail? I met him before that. And John, yes, I can. It can't be on a weekend, though. It's Sunday today. Can't do it today, but I'll make sure it gets shipped this week. You got my word on it, buddy. Thank you so much. And if you can, if you're an Amazon customer, you're allowed to write a review on that book. So if you can, write a review on it after you've read it. Good, bad, or indifferent. I just like to see the reviews. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I know you don't. You ask questions that are written in the book all the time. Hey, Jim. How you doing, buddy? Yeah. Yeah, the guy's an idiot. He's really an idiot. He's not worth... I've talked to 3 people about him. I talked to Anthony from Shoot Stories about him. I talked to Adam about him. And I finally came up with the idea. I don't want to... I don't want to do anything. It's not Monday today. It's Sunday. Today is Sunday. The 31st is Monday, John. But we'll get it right out to you. I promise you. John McShane. Hey, Red, can you clarify Frank Schweiss was involved on the killing of Don Arno? If you read the book, Blue Thunder, it outlines the whole thing for you. Tells you everything about it. As a matter of fact, Frank Schweiss sued Simon & Schuster from prison. You can look up his lawsuit on Google because he said it was defamation of character. Here he was in prison in, I believe it was Oxford or Sandstone, one of the two, and either Minnesota or Wisconsin, and he sued from prison, saying it was a defamation of character that he was involved in it. But you can read the whole thing in a book called Blue Thunder by Thomas Burdick. It's really a good book, too. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, Bad Apple. And thank you, sir. Thank you, John. I really appreciate it. Really do. Yes, Blue Thunder is an amazing book. Richard Burdick wrote it, and it was Simon & Schuster. I don't know anything about Lansky's stepson. I really don't. John McShane. Is it daylight savings time already? I don't think so. Jerry Cruz, how do I write a review? You go to Amazon, amazon.com. You write in Nobody Cares and What I Did About It, or you write in Red We Met in the search bar, and it'll bring you right to the book. And you'll see the book there. And if you're an Amazon customer, you bought anything from them at any time, they'll let you write a review. Some people actually take pictures of my autograph and put it in there, an autographed copy of the book. But where it says write review or see reviews, there'll be a little button up there where it says write reviews. And Jerry, all you do is hit that and go ahead and write your review. Good, bad, or indifferent, whatever you think it is. Chief Smoke a lot. Every time I light a cigarette, I think about you. Who killed Alan Dorfman? The German? Yes, he did. I never called him the German. I called him Frank Schweiss. He was labeled the German through the media. The other guys, when they were talking behind his back, used to call him Hitler. I sure have, Jim. I really have. And I'm looking forward to a lot of them stopping by. I love kids. I really do. Mr. Fugazi. Yo, Red Buddy, it's great to join you in your house today. Thank you, sir. Well, Midland Power and Wash, I didn't know I was going live today either. It was kind of a, I don't know, crazy thing that just happened. Albert Taco was with the Heights. He was the Heights crew out there. Thank you, folks. Hit that like button. I need all the help I can get. All the help I can get. God bless you. Jerry Cruz, same thing. How many people we have in the room? St. Paul, which Italian beef do you prefer? Al's or Portello? Portello's. I prefer Portello's beef. I like them. But I like all Italian beef. 84 people in here. Okay, can I get at least half of you to like me? 85. The turnout. Okay, Bad Apple. Everybody gives me a different number here. I think that depends on where you're at. Or people are coming in and out of the room. One of the two. I don't think anybody called Taco El Taco. I just don't think so. Really, I don't. Anyway, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Well, if everyone hit the like button, it would be a friggin' miracle. It really would be. She smoke a lot. Here we are, Italian beef. Wow. Too salty for you, huh? Very interesting question, Midland Power Wash Works. On a 1 to 10 scale, how corrupt was the Chicago PD? Hate to ask about it. If you look at it, it's bad. How was it? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10. How corrupt is it now? I have no idea. But back when I was there through the 70s and 80s, it was a 10. If you had money, you could buy anything. $90 people. I'm willing to bet money that I'm not going to get 90 likes after the show's over here. I'm really willing to bet it. Anywho, big subject. Somebody told me we were talking about cliches, and anywho is something I said, and it's kind of a thing from Chicago. Most people don't say it. Same crew. Tony R's 3 to 1. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know the answer. Red, was Pat Marcy ever a hitter for the Chicago outfit, buddy? I don't know. I really don't, Mr. Fugazi. And we got 71 likes. That's great. Thank you, Trace. You like Al's beef. I know you said it was a little salty. Portello's a little salty for you. But everybody has their own taste, and each location is different. So it's a lot. It's different. It's really different. Red, here we go. RV Doc. Brett, do you know of anyone that still has suburb homes on the Channel Lakes? No, RV Doc, I don't. RV Doc, you and I have been talking for years. And I believe we spoke on the phone a couple times. And I really don't know anyone. I'm out of the loop now, guys. Anthony from Street Story says, hi, John. Yes, I like mine. I like it dipped with sweet peppers. And if it's dipped, I don't want extra gravy. Once they just dip it down in there, that's it. Devon, how scary was Frank Calabrese? The pictures of him I seen, I'd crap myself if he rang my doorbell. I never had any contact with them. Those guys flew underneath the radar. They never talked to me. They never did anything. So I'd be over in their neighborhood on 26th Street, but I didn't even know they existed. Really, seriously. But then again, if I was over in the neighborhood, I was probably over there with Frank Schweiss, or I was probably over there with Dick Hoyt. Some guys that were a lot bigger than I was, a lot of muscle or respect. So I don't know how scary he was. He was a large man, and any large bully is bullying. People are afraid of him. Would I have been afraid of him? Probably if I'd have been all alone. Look for a good beating or something like that. Did Joey Lombardo, I believe you mean Lombardo, testify? Yes, he testified in his own trial. It was probably the nail in his coffin. Pete Byron. It's good to know that you can gather the troops on a short notice. Yes, it is. It really is. Thank you, Pete. Thank you so much. I want to thank all of you. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me on a Sunday. And I'll correct this in the very beginning. I can't say it. What it's already done. What's done is done. But in the beginning, I said the date, and it was Monday, which it's not. Anthony, you're a wealth of information, Anthony. I hope your phone's open when I get done here. I want to call you. His legal name was Giuseppe Lombardi. Okay. You would know. You're a wealth of information, buddy. You're welcome, Zol. You're welcome very much. Good to see me today. It was good to see all of you. It really was. This was scheduled for Monday, and we'll see what we can do. I'm glad they are, Anthony, because I'm going to need your help. Bad apple. Great catching you, Red. Thank you so much. Thank you. Have the good rest of the day. All you folks, you're putting up all these thank yous and everything else. Oh, yeah. By the way, Jim sent me Jim, I mentioned it to Adam last night about the thumbnail that they used for selling Sam Giancana's house. And he just laughed. He thought it was so funny. He looked it up and he said, wow. He said, I guess it's a compliment. So that was really good. Mike, I know you are. With a little bit of luck, I'll be on tomorrow too. Thank you so much, and God bless you. And it's about time I just say goodbye for today. I might be seeing you tomorrow, and I know I'll be seeing you Wednesday. We're going to see if I can make up a show for tomorrow. Thank you all. God bless you, and enjoy your evening. Enjoy your evening as much as you can. Bye now. That is not what I wanted to do. Oh. Things are crazy.
The combination of the videotapes and Ouimet's testimony resulted in the conviction of 2 men on extortion charges. One of them was Frank Schweiss, known in syndicate circles as the German, a feared mob terrorist and a suspect in a number of gangland murders.
He was described to me by other outfit individuals as the most feared hitman. And as he said to me, my reputation precedes me, son.